Hey everyone, Dr. Casey here, Envision Health Chiropractic and Wellness Center. Y'all know I'm a chiropractor and a board certified nutritionist. So, some of you have seen the social media posts that I've done about cortisol and the importance that this tiny little hormone has on our body and how it's just so important, right? Now I'm going to make a video series, a health tip for the next 5 weeks. So pay attention as they're going to come out on Thursdays. But let's talk seriously about sleep patterns, okay? And how sleep really is one of the most impactful ways to naturally reset our cortisol. But first, let me back up a little bit. What's supposed to happen is cortisol is highest in the morning and lowest at nighttime, right? So around 4 or 5 in the morning, our cute little adrenal glands will start pumping out cortisol. And so by 8 o'clock in the morning, we should be alert, we should be oriented, we should be like, let's take on this world. Show of hands, how many are not alert and oriented at 8 o'clock in the morning? That's a lot of the percentage of this population. A lot of people are needing caffeine and all of that stuff just to kind of get up and get going. So part of that is if our sleep patterns are off, and for second and third shift workers, that's going to be a little bit more challenging. But for those who have a normal 9 to 5-ish, 8 to 4, 8 to 5, 8 to 6 kind of thing, work schedule, this is a little bit easier to fix. Growth hormone gets released around 11 o'clock at night. We have little surges throughout the day. Growth hormone helps repair our body. If we don't have growth hormone being released at night, we don't repair from all of the chaos that happened to our body earlier in the day. So if somebody is up super late at night or they're awake past 11 o'clock, we've kind of missed that window and we don't get that restorative sleep. We don't get that deep repair process while we're sleeping. That can then be a negative impact on the cortisol loop. So what that means, and when I talk to my patients, and I do this myself, try to have your bedtime around 10:30 so you're sleeping by 11. If you've got little kids, I understand if you have pets, that might be a little bit of a difficult situation, but really try to get your body into that cycle. I tell people 30 minutes plus or minus, right? So if your bedtime is 10:30, that means you actually try to sleep between 10 and 11. So you've got a 30-minute leeway on either side. Again, those that are second and third shift workers, I know that's a little bit more challenging. And so contact me and I can give you information about that to help reset your body according to your work schedule, okay? So that is your first health tip. That means even on the weekends, you guys, try to not do crazy stuff and stay up till 2 or 3 and binge watch Netflix or Hulu or adult beverage or parties or whatever you want to do on the weekends. Like, try to maintain as normal of a sleep-wake pattern as possible. So sleep time and then wake time, right? Because that impacts cortisol as well. So if you're trying to get up around 5:30 or 6 or 6:30, whatever is that wake up time, it's a 30-minute on either side, right? So if 6:30 is your wake up time, even on the weekends, try to wake up between 6 and 7, that 30-minute window on each side. That'll take about 2 to 4 weeks for your body to kind of reset into that normal sleep pattern. So there's your part 1 of this series, and stay tuned for the next one. We'll talk about protein intake and fat intake and carbs and the appropriate time of day to eat those and how to best optimize that so you don't put your body in a stress response. Be well. Until next time.